How can you purchase a home that somebody's already bought?
In this last one. BOOUGH. So it's a white Corolla. What year do you think?
Yeah, that's been purchased a while ago.
Black wheels. Yeah, big one.
Like a long while ago. So you want to live next to me? So is that what you want? Is that your end goal? Do you want to be like, you want to be next to Bullet? It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
The team will stake out Brady's apartment, hoping to spot his car.
Braden Blau is the owner of the white Toyota. He has nothing really on file with us at all.
20-year-old Braden Blau.
So what vet would ask one of his clients to perform surgery on a pregnant horse?
Throwing down gang signs. He's gotten into drugs and...
It depends on the situation and the vet. I can't give you that answer.
Hi, Max.
I mean, it depends on the knowledge that somebody has and the experience that somebody has, I guess. You know, it just depends. Depends on your personal experience and how much the vet trusts you and what the vet has shown you. So, I mean, that's not really a question that can be asked. Just one veterinarian.
We got a picture of the front of his vehicle.
You have a phone meeting with the vet near me. It's to have him hear your voice from last night. What makes you think the veterinarian wants to hear about you?
Linked to Joe Solo.
I believe it would be dope related. If he's strung out,
Okay.
he's looking to get high.
You do, okay. You do that? It's weird. That's weird.
There's a lot of people out moving and shaking right now trying to find the car.
He's in big trouble. Why would you attack the veterinarian?
2 hours later.
This one's pretty good over here.
And why would you do that?
The guys have found.
Detectives find a white Corolla abandoned near a construction site.
Why would you fucking do that?
Was driving recklessly.
We're gonna head over there and see what we can find out.
Homeowner saying the car has been dumped here.
There's a difference between telling somebody certain things and giving advice on what to do. His advice at the end of the day is always to go to Purdue.
Well, there's definitely stuff on the seat. The stains there.
You know, that's disgusting, Sassy. You are fucking disgusting. Like, I am literally trying to ask you what the fuck. Like, I feel like your end goal is to try to destroy my life. With the screenshot that I provided. So that makes it, what?
The homeowner's an elderly lady who noticed it this morning.
What are you talking about, Sassy? It doesn't matter if it's a certain animal. He did it for the animals that he's already fucking seen.
It's blood or anything related to this deal.
Like, he didn't do anything illegal, you weirdo.
The guy who was driving it is.
It was for more than one animal. It says right on the prescription.
He knows about it.
No, he didn't tell me to do it. He didn't ask me to do it. He said that's how it's to be done.
Sticker on the front of this card.
Like, there's a difference between a veterinarian telling you what to do and a veterinarian suggesting certain things.
This is his car. It looks like that.
That's what you're supposed to do. If you don't fucking like it, then that's your problem, not mine.
This is what was on his car when we recovered yesterday.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Your obsession with me is weird. But now you're going to be obsessed with my veterinarian?
What do we got?
My explanation of what happened is not atrocious.
We use Blue Star.
That is literally the steps that you're supposed to use.
I mean, that's a red daisy one. Definitely has a red tint to it.
Okay? And he can contact me.
Yeah, it possibly has these.
If bleach was used, it will be harder to find evidence of blood.
He can fucking contact me. I don't.
They find Braden's passport in the trunk.
At this point,
She's weird. Like, it doesn't matter what is said and done. Like, literally, I'm telling a story about a pregnant horse that she still is determined to say that I did something wrong with, which is nothing. It is perfectly legal to give fucking advice to people.
He tells he saw him last night in another white Toyota.
Braden was last seen driving a stolen white car.
Right.
So we got some people looking still at Braden's apartment, waiting for him to hopefully show back up. We got other people out looking for this stolen vehicle that he was seen in last night.
An hour later.
He never asked me to do anything. He never told me to do anything. Never. I think you harassing everybody around me is disgusting. You harassing everybody that has anything to do with me is weird. And I hope he files charges on you. I really, truly do. I hope he files charges on you.
People that were with him or in his apartment.
Officers detained a young man who was in the car with Braden and brought two.
I really do. I would suggest it.
To headquarters.
I would suggest that my veterinarian files charges on you.
In the neighborhood with a dead body.
Along with all the charges that I filed on you. I don't have a ranch.
My name's Ryan, this is John.
Leatherman and Brown.
A ranch is over 400 acres.
You seem scared. So
I don't have a ranch.
We're not gonna bring you
You don't even know the difference between a ranch and a farm.
What's your address?
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
And what are you doing here in Tulsa?
You've never even owned livestock in your life.
Braden's apartment for the past few weeks.
So tell me what you know about Braden, who he's hanging out with.
You don't know anything about large animals or livestock.
He's often talking about.
Are you listening to my fucking neighbors again?
Stuff. What are some specific examples?
Because it's already been admitted she's the one that fucking said that shit. They already said that they were going to say this shit. It's not a flex anymore, Sassy.
Okay. Take a deep breath. You're alright.
What? That's gross. Why would I want to do that?
How about any type of weapons that Braden?
Who wants to dissect an animal?
Was there ever any talk of him actually using it? Shooting someone or robbing someone?
I don't talk about that any people out there on the streets.
I don't care if you do, Beth Ann. I know, right? If you listen, Mama's 23. If you sit and watch, she does this every time I go live. It never fails. She comes in and she does this shit. Every single time.
Has he mentioned anyone specifically?
No.
Have you ever been in any trouble?
No. My record's completely clean.
She thinks she's cool, but she's really not. She's really just making herself look stupid.
I got a daughter that's a little bit younger than you, so this is kind of freaking me out talking to you. You need to go the other way, please. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You're good. Come on out here.
Every day. It never fucking fails. This bitch comes in. He didn't tell anybody to dismember a horse. He was explaining the processes of what happens, of what needs to be done. Like, there's a difference. He didn't tell me to do anything. I mean, you can share your knowledge with somebody.
Brady guy, I think's what you call him. What do you know?
No, you're twisting the story. You're twisting it up, which is gross. To fit your narrative, Sassy, and I'm not gonna engage in your bullshit. Like, you can twist it up however you fucking... No, I don't want her blocked right now. You can twist it up however the fuck you want. But what I think is really weird is that you have to twist it to fit your narrative to the point where, like, you're trying to destroy people. Like, are you really trying? Like, this is what makes sense. You say, I'm trying to help the animals. I'm trying to save the animals. But yet you're contacting a veterinarian that has done nothing wrong to anybody, that does nothing but give advice and does good things to help people out and to help save lives. And you're literally going to contact him about a situation to not allow them to be that person's veterinarian anymore. So you're literally putting animals in jeopardy, because what if you do something to where it stops, like, I'm no longer able to be seen as a client, for example. What if that happens and there is a dire emergency and I need to take my animal to a vet, right? And that's my go-to.
Okay.
What happens then, Sassy? What happens then when you destroy somebody's stability with something with a veterinarian? What happens then? There's not very many large animal veterinarians out there. There's one that I refuse to go to. The next one is like 2 hours away. So you're actually risking lives of animals and causing more harm than good, because you are trying to destroy, you're trying to destroy something that's been established for a long time. So you're trying to not allow animals to get proper care. Make that make sense. No, Sassy, that doesn't happen. Nobody feeds their animals to their dogs or dissects them. No, the right thing to do, Sassy, is not destroy somebody's life over this stuff. It's not to ruin reputations. You literally say you need to pay your bills, you're broke, all this and that, but yet at the same fucking time, you're trying to destroy the one thing that I'm trying to do to keep lights on and a roof over my head and all of that. You're not making it better, Sassy. You're not making anything better. Like, calling CPS over something you thought you saw that was mine and trying to take children away is not fixing any problem. You're destroying a child's life. You did that, Sassy. Like, you did that. You tried to rip my children away from me. You tried to take my home from me. You're trying to take my animals from me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's my thing. You're not making any situation better. You're ruining situations. You're ruining good things that have been established for years. You're like, by contacting somebody's veterinarian and talking all this shit and doing that, what does that make you? Like, contacting family members. Like, if you know that I have a rough relationship with my family, the way it is, like with my father, for example, say I have a rough relationship with that. And, like, instead of trying to bring families together, you're literally ripping families apart. So you not only, it's not me that you're affecting. It's not me that you're affecting when that shit happens. Like, whatever is affected with me affects his grandkids. So now that man doesn't see his fucking grandkids. You're trying to get children to not see their grandparents. Not by my choice, because I will never deny them. What I'm saying is, you have to have somewhat of a relationship with the daughter to have a relationship with your grandkids. And you, Sassy, are literally ruining that. What makes that okay? Are you not thinking? Can you not think that far ahead, Sassy? Because if they have no contact with me, they have no contact with those children. And does that make that okay for those children? Are you doing a good thing for them? What did they do to you, Sassy? You have children, right? You have children. How would you feel if you were in this situation and somebody was trying to attack your personal life and it is affecting your children? What would you do, Sassy? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you can think that far ahead, but again, going personal and contacting parents and family members and all of that, and getting them to not speak to Bullet, that's one thing. What you're doing is you're causing them to not speak to Bullet, and in turn, that affects their grandchildren. That affects the kids. You're coming after Bullet for what you saw on fucking a camera slip because you claim that's Bullet's house. You know what you did? You didn't affect Bullet. You affected those kids. You caused CPS to come and rip my kids out of class over an 8-year-old that didn't exist.
Why your name has been brought up in this homicide?
You understand that?
Your name.
You literally embarrassed the shit out of my kids because of what you did on the internet. You caused that to happen. You caused CPS to come here. You didn't affect Bullet, Sassy. You affected the kids. When you have the police officers here, when you called the police out or whatever you did, you didn't affect me.
Last week,
You affected my children.
okay?
Because children can't think clearly and don't understand certain situations. Guess who has to make it okay? Bullet. Guess what fear you've instilled in those children? Not only have you have feared being ripped away from their mom for some dumb shit, but you've also put fear in those children about police officers.
And that's all right. Is this a? I'll kind of finish what you were about to
You understand what I'm saying?
joke, and no, it's not a joke.
It was not the sheriff who called CPS.
In jail for killing when we get done here, okay?
You are lying.
And I want to give you the opportunity to explain.
The sheriff, and I have it on video. The sheriff stated there was nothing wrong. So you were a liar, Sassy. I have it on video. You don't get that part because you'll just use it against me.
To your car, your white car.
What I'm saying, Sassy, is everything that you're fucking doing, you're claiming as lies, you're saying this stuff, you're affecting others, which maybe you didn't directly call. I'm not saying you did or didn't. You said that you were going to call again. Like, I have all of that shit. But you are not only taking time out of children, out of CPS workers that need to work on certain cases to help certain people, but you are affecting children's lives. You are instilling fear in my own kids because of what you are doing, Sassy. You know, that's the sad part. That's the sad part and the part you don't realize. Because of what you're doing. The information that you got about the red vehicle and my ex-husband's mother's vehicle, once again, you didn't affect me. You didn't affect my ex-husband. You affect my child and what he drives. And now I have to fucking sit here and be worried about somebody doing something. And I have every right to have you looked into your people. It doesn't matter what it was, Sassy. It doesn't matter. You're not affecting Bullet. You understand that?
I think he was trying to play a little bit of games with this. He was trying to get information.
You're not affecting me, though.
To give us anything.
You're affecting everybody around me.
Pretty quick.
And the main ones are the kids. And that's not fair. What is your end goal for this veterinarian, Sassy? Are you going to get his license fucking taken away from him so he can't save lives of other people's animals that haven't done anything? All those other fucking clients that he has? So now you're not only trying to ruin somebody's reputation for something about animals, you are literally trying to rip a license away from somebody who literally has a facility that helps animals.
In case we have our senseless. Anyway, but this is
Make it make sense.
kind of a whole other level. Joe's family has been just devastated.
What Bannister?
I think that gets lost at times where people don't realize, even people who have had issues. Even
Do you realize what you're doing, though?
there's still people
So you're not only trying to destroy my life and my well-being, but you're trying to rip away licenses from licensed veterinarians who do very good things for people.
1 month later.
You know what I'm saying, Sassy? So now you're not only ruining my animal's chances, you're ruining everybody, like the hundreds of people that is established with this man. You are now ruining those animals' lives.
Kind of quiet out here now. I would just have kept everybody going from one
Why?
to the other. He had a ball with life.
All because you want to get back at Bullet.
The young man didn't have to do that. All he had to do was just tell him.
You understand what I'm saying? I know who you are, Kelly. Just FYI, I know who you are.
We're gonna have to get these other kids
And you're okay to be in here.
and stop that senseless violence. Teach them why they
I don't know. Bare necessities, I don't know. I don't even know what you asked. No, no, seriously, I'm pretty sure I know who you are. Like, I don't have an issue with you being in here. But I'm pretty sure I know who you are. It's okay. I'm not attacking you. Nope, no veterinarian did. No veterinarian asked for anything. They literally, I mean, are they not able to share their knowledge about certain things and say these are the choices that you have? This is what the next step is. This is what the procedure could be. Like, they're allowed to just speak. It's called freedom of speech. It's a First Amendment right. He didn't hold anything to my head and say you have to do this or else. He didn't make Bullet do anything. So how is that his fault? I'm just wondering, how is it the veterinarian's fault that Bullet made any decision to do anything that she did? No, he has nothing to worry about, and he should file charges on you. He really should. But I'm just asking you, how does that make it the veterinarian's fault for anything that he even talked about? It's called the First Amendment right. Just because he says certain things doesn't mean people have to act on them. No, Beth Ann Smith's not a moderator. Like, this is what I want you guys to see, though. First of all, I want you to see her to come in here and say bullshit that comes out of her mouth, right? Or comes out of her fingers. No. Okay, so there's a difference between educating somebody on certain situations that can happen and possibilities and ways to do certain things versus somebody telling you to do something. He did not hold a pew-pew to my fucking head and say, do this or else. He didn't make me do anything. And I'm telling you, he didn't make me do anything. Nothing. There was no making anything. It's not. And there was nothing illegal done as well. Nothing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's weird. You know that happened in 2022, right? There was no gulp. Nobody did anything. Except for the person who did it, and I don't know who the fuck that was, and I don't care. My biggest concern was getting that shit out the fucking way so the kids wouldn't run over it. That's it. Okay, let me explain this to you, Sassy. I could have butchered that fucking horse and it'd be just as legal. But you know what? That didn't happen. Like, it's perfectly legal in the state of Indiana to slaughter and can even consume your own animals on your own property as long as it's yours. But they don't do that shit. But there's nothing that you can do about what happened. There's nothing you can do. It's not illegal. Sassy, none of it is. And people that you call or what you do is not going to change anything. It's not illegal. If it's necessary to save an animal's life, and if an animal is suffering in any certain way, it is perfectly legal to put down an animal. Sassy, I told you. I'm going to need you. I told you what I need you to do. It's not. It's only if you are a facility that is actually doing it. If you are using it for like for sale, etc., etc., it is only illegal if you, like, it's perfectly legal to slaughter and consume your own animals as long as it's on your property and it's your animal. Unfortunately, trust me, I don't like it either. No, it's not. It's not, unfortunately. It is only if you are, like, in a facility where you're selling it, like you're marketing it and stuff like that. That's absolutely illegal. That's absolutely illegal. You can't sell it to people. You can't market it. That's why, like, for example, deer meat. For example, you can't legally sell certain game animals and stuff like that. You can't legally do that, but it's perfectly legal to have, like, deer meat processed, etc., etc., as long as it's your animal. It's perfectly legal. Do you not know the laws of, like, butcher shops and all that? Do you not know that? Do you want me to go down and educate you guys? Do you want me to educate you guys? Because I know somebody that is FDA approved that is a butcher. Like, I will tell you the legalities if you want. I'm not saying that certain things are humane or inhumane. There is inhumane practices on here. And there's people that run facilities that are very inhumane, like PETA. They stand up against stuff like that. For example, like if people buy horses and you know, they're trying to use them for slaughter or animals and they're doing it inhumane and it's cruel, there's a difference between that and actual facilities that do things every legal way and FDA approved. There's also private properties that do that as well. But to dispose of them, like in the river and stuff, that's not. I don't know if it's. I think it's illegal to do that, but I'm not for sure. But I think, like if you're feeding another animal, I don't know how the laws work with that. I don't know. No, you cannot slaughter and sell horse meat in the United States. That's illegal. Yeah, see, I was thinking that as well. I think that there are certain proper things that, like, for example, like if you go catfishing and you have like catfish bait, which is usually something rotten, I think it has to be within standards, if I'm not mistaken. What? I may want to get a new butcher? What are you talking about? Now that's a lie. I would like for you to prove that. Can you prove that? Look, I wouldn't know. Listen, I wouldn't know that it's perfectly legal to slaughter and consume your own animals as long as it's on your own property. I would not know that if I didn't work on a case that actually happened. Like, I would not know. But yeah, it is, unfortunately. I think it's sad and disgusting, especially when it comes to certain animals. I don't think you should be able to slaughter and consume certain animals, like fucking even horses. Just because it's on your own personal property, I don't think you should be able to do that. Now, like, it is perfectly legal to, like, you know, slaughter deer and pigs and stuff like that, you know, for bacon and stuff like that, hamburger. And that's okay as long as you're being, like, sanitary about it. But, like, when it comes to other animals, I think it should be illegal. I don't do it. I don't do it. I can tell you, I have never done that. I don't slaughter and consume my own animals. I don't slaughter and consume other people's animals like that. I know people who do. You want to go there? I know who people do. No, that's not me. That's not me that lets the dogs do it. Trust me. Not me. Not my property. Not my dogs. You know what I mean? You called what? Yeah, you can ask a question. You can ask anything. Did your comment get ghosted or? I can't speak on that. Beth Ann Smith, I can't speak on certain things. I don't know if your comment got ghosted, Mama 23, but I've not seen anything come through. Bitch, if I opened up a can of worms, you'd say I'd fucking abused them. No, I don't think it is. You might have to spell it differently. That's why I use a lot of 3s instead of E's and stuff like that. If she calls and her business gets out there. You make no sense. Okay, I'm almost 23. Nobody dissected a horse. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to that. There's no dissection of no fucking animal.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it wasn't going through.
I don't know.
That was weird. Anyways, I was just asking, my serious question was, because I've been watching, and you and Sassy been going back since I started TikTok. Wouldn't it just be easier to block her and move on and quit going back and forth and answering her questions and do, you know what you did and didn't do?
Right. You know, here the bad thing is that it doesn't matter how many times she gets blocked. She just comes in on several different accounts. That's why.
And
she's
you
on.
just keep blocking, Bullet.
Yeah.
Just keep. Listen, I don't have any problems with Sassy. I don't have any problems with anybody on this app. I just come in and out if I see something, you know. But I've been watching, and like, it's just, you know what you did. You know who you are. You know what you didn't do. You know who you aren't. Stop explaining yourself to these people that are irrelevant to your life.
Oh, I know. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
she just-
I don't know you that well. I don't know anybody that well on this app. And I said it in the beginning when I was invited on the Wreck-It thing or whatever. I'm not here to make friends. And they're like, well, what are you doing? Being nosy. If I see something, I'll comment. If I like something, I'll comment. If I don't, you know what I mean? But
Right.
I've been watching you and I've been listening to you, and it's just like, it seems the easiest thing is to just let it go, block her. Any account, anything that has to do with her, just block her and move on with your life, because you're creating your own problems by engaging with her. It's what she
won't-
wants.
She won't stop. She can.
Then you make her stop. Whatever it takes, you make it stop.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Right, and I absolutely understand that. I wish she would stop because she's weird. She's obsessed.
I don't know her that well. I'm not here to badmouth her. I'm not here
I
to
understand
say
that.
anything like that. I'm here for you to tell you what I've been seeing and how I just think it would be simpler to just DEAD the whole situation. And by doing that, you block her. If she makes a fake one, you block it. If you think it's her and you're not sure, you block it. You block it. Anything that destroys your peace, Bullet, you block it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I understand that, and that's what 9 times out of 10 usually happens. But
Because going live and responding back to her, and then 4 hours later, somebody else made a live to request Bullet to come in that one. All over, it's petty. It's child. I'm thinking, how old are we? And what do these people not have anything better to do with their day?
I know, right?
Like, seriously, I got grandchildren I'm getting off to school. I got a house to clean. I got groceries to do. I got a husband to feed. Like, where do people have time to do all this?
Yeah. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, your question is definitely the same one I have.
Yeah, just let it go and go on with your life. You know, get up in the morning, and if somebody tags you in
How
something,
many hours do you spend on me? And you know, one day she said she
Right.
spent 10 hours on me. And then
Yeah,
yesterday there was an individual that came in and said she literally, by the time she wakes up and like goes to bed, she literally does nothing but focus on me.
see that, and I'm going to say it. I don't know her that well, but that in a case is an obsession. And that's an illness.
Yes.
That's an illness. Obsession is an illness.
Yeah. And you know, I have said this before. I just hope she finds the peace that she needs.
Yeah, something. I don't, like I said, I don't know her, but
Yeah, because every single time I go live, every single time I exist anywhere, even if I'm not even on this app, I have literally gotten called out. Like, Bullet, we know you're watching. Bullet, this
yes,
like
I was on Bullet. I was on a live last night. Don't know the person, don't care to know, but I was in and out because I've been all on this P. Diddy stuff. So I'm all invested in watching this stuff. So if I scroll up and I see you live, I'll go in.
Right.
My reception does suck quite a bit upstairs in my bedroom. So sometimes it freezes and I have to log, go out and back. You know how that goes.
Right.
But I just don't get the time invested. It's just, there's so much other things that people could be doing to, I just think you need to just block them. That's it. Block them.
Yeah, absolutely. And 9 times out of 10, it usually happens. And when my mods get really sick of it, they'll block even when I say like, don't block them. And then the next thing you know, they're blocked. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I was having fun. You know what I mean? But I understand why they do it, because sometimes enough is enough when certain things happen. And that's why I respect like my mods or whatever. But there comes a point in time where it's like, sometimes I just want to like get it resolved. But then like,
oh yeah, I get
you're gonna, you know what I mean? You think you're gonna yeah, that's what I asked her. I asked her what she wanted. I was like, what
yeah, I heard you. What was her goal? I know. And there's no answer really for
no,
it.
there's no answer. And that's what's sad about it. It's like, okay, look, like, what can we do to get you to like move on with your life and heal from whatever problems you have?
Right. What is going on with you?
Yeah.
Right.
She wants the camera.
No, I get expressing yourself and wanting to get it, but sometimes I notice too on this internet, on this app, TikTok mostly, that sometimes the more you speak, you dig yourself deeper.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what Sassy is doing to you, that's why I said, Bullet, just stop talking. She wants you to keep talking so you can bury yourself deeper.
Yeah.
Just stop talking. Don't
Yeah,
say nothing else. Because you resolving it should happen once. If you can't resolve it once, maybe there might be something on the second one because you might have forgot something, but it shouldn't take more than twice. If you can't resolve something in the second time, it's usually a DEAD situation. It's not going to happen. And from what I'm seeing and reading, she's not going to stop. So what is the point? You're not resolving anything. You're not getting anywhere. There's no, there's always an A to a Z. There's nothing in between with her, with what she's doing.
Right.
So there is no resolving anything. It's just keeping it going and going and going, adding more fuel to the fire.
Yeah. That's why
that's when I would give up. I'm like, you know what? F you. I said it once. I said it twice. I'm not saying it a third time. You feel and think how you want. I'm done with this conversation. I'm going to continue on with my life, and there will be no more of this discussion. And
Right.
that's it.
That's why I don't pay attention to the comments sometimes. But then, like, when there's actual like people commenting, it makes me feel bad. But like because like she comes in so much and she just literally does not stop. Like, I hardly pay attention to the comments at all.
Right.
Because when
well,
I do
and
this
I
shit-
also noticed, Bullet, too, that a lot of questions are being thrown sometimes, and I don't mean just you. I noticed this in general with TikTok. There's so many questions that are being thrown at, we'll say, the victim at that time, that they go to answer one question and the person who asked it is going back saying, oh, they admitted and did this. And that's not what they answered to.
right.
And then these screen recordings and all the screenshots, they want to post them. And I notice even with some of the proof in their face, they still try to manipulate the situation and make it what they wanted.
Yeah.
And that's not even what it said.
Right.
You
know, the
know,
bad
so
thing is-
I can't with people on this app.
Right. I can't either. But just know that knowing her, anybody that stands up for any situation, or even is a mutual person on a situation, just like know her to do this. Like, she gets so mad and she will come for them. So just be careful. Just be careful.
Okay, well, I was warned about this when I was in Wreck-It too. And people can do what they want to me. My business isn't out there.
Right.
There's nothing that anybody on this app, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, whatever else they got out there. I've heard things like disgusting apps. They can try to do what they want to me. There's nothing anybody can do to me.
Right.
Nothing. Because for one, they know nothing. because
Exactly.
I don't give them nothing. No ammunition, nothing. My business is my business. What goes on in my home is my home.
Yeah.
I would never give anybody any information too much that I didn't want exposed on this app.
Absolutely.
Never.
I agree.
As a matter of fact, I didn't know much about TikTok. And if it wasn't for Rodeo Mom telling me that I had kids on there and explaining to me how to go do it, I wouldn't have known. Now, yes, I have
really?
my grandchildren. Oh, yeah. On Facebook, I blow Facebook up with my babies. But I was told TikTok is, which I'm seeing now, is a lot more dangerous and different than Facebook. And if it wasn't for Rodeo Mom telling me and telling me that, I had my grandbabies all over there.
Yeah. Well, it like Reddit's even worse.
That's the one I heard of. I don't have that app. I don't know nothing about it. I
Reddit
hear
is
it's
even
very
worse.
nasty.
It is. Snark pages.
People are getting hurt. They're committing suicide.
Yep.
Am I allowed to say that word, or I have to say unalive?
I don't think so, but I think you're
Okay, I apologize. Unalive.
educational purposes only.
There you go. Sorry, Bullet. I didn't know
You're
about
okay.
that. But yeah, I don't know. I hear a lot of people, oh yeah, this was on this one, and just destroying people's relationships from what I'm understanding. Like,
Somebody said that she was in Wreck-It.
who?
Oh, Carmatic was like, when were you in Wreck-It?
Oh, I'm not even reading the comments. Oh, I was just in, Corey invited me into the chat for like 10 minutes. I was in there when he was doing his, 72 wife things. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was on there. And it was only,
Oh,
I think I was, yeah. It was nothing major.
Yeah. It happens. It's just ridiculous.
And I was told there, you're probably going to catch a lot of crap for being in here. And I said the same to them. I'm not saying, thank you, baby. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not on here for likes. I'm not on here. I mean, anybody goes to my profile. I think I have maybe a total of 2 pictures of myself on
Right.
there. I could give two crap. I've never went live on TikTok. I don't know how. I'm here for nosiness, and you want to be real honest, my daughter set up a TikTok for me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I have a friend that works with my husband who knows I'm obsessed with Shamar Moore, and he's all over TikTok. That's the real original reason I even got TikTok.
Right.
Was to see the stuff on Shamar Moore and my shows and stuff. But she told me there's a lot of neat things on here, Mom, you can do, and you can do this. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Well,
Yeah.
there's that. But no, I was never in Wreck-It like that. I just was in the live for a couple minutes, and I don't see them going live very much anymore.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention. I just get told.
Oh,
I don't go into their lives like they come into mine. Listen, I don't go to them. They come to me.
Right.
I don't
Well, I
engage.
know that when I was in Wreck-It, and the things your name was mentioned out of my mouth for the first time was because I said you were one of my first friends on here.
Oh. Oh, no.
Yeah, you were one of the very first people that I started following.
Oh.
It was you, Corey. Who was that other lady? She's a real Phoenix, the creator
Okay.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
You three were my 3 first people that I started following on TikTok.
Oh.
So I've seen your chickens and your horse and all that. And so when Sassy was saying that, I was like, what in the world is going? Who's killing horse? Who's doing this? Who's doing all
Right.
that?
Right. I know. It's crazy because, like, my animals are amazing. I love my animals.
Yeah, I heard what you were saying, and they mixed up a lot of words. People like to twist things, and like I said, you're being thrown so many questions, and I'm trying to type over here, and it's not letting me type it all out. I realize that you only can put so much in a comment,
Yeah.
so it's making me look stupid, like I don't know how to write.
Oh, no. I was just.
I'm like,
I
let
knew
me
that,
just
I knew that
see.
you were, like, being ghosted or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I said, I hope no one ghosted or blocked me. I didn't do anything.
Things happened off the app between us. I would like to know when that happened, but okay. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that that's what I wanted to ask. I just felt like I needed to say that to you because it just seems You know, you get on here, you show your animals, and I did say that in the Wreck-It thing too that one time. I don't care what anybody's, okay, we're going to use you because that's whose chat I'm on.
Right.
You. I don't care what Tom, Dick, Harry, Larry, Curly, Moe is saying about you. I watch your lives. I see what you do. I hear what you're saying. I go by you. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't care what Sassy's saying. I don't care what whoever, all these names that are popping up now saying go, you know, I don't care. I watch your lives. I'm chatting with you. I judge you for you. That's it.
Right. And at the end of the
If
day,
you did
that's,
something effed up and I believed it, I would say that. But
Right,
as of
and-
now, I don't feel you've done anything. I've heard what you said. I do know your words were twisted at sometimes. That's why I asked Sassy in the comments, can I ask you a question, Sassy? Do you really honestly believe and think that she did that? And she said, yes, I do. And I said, well, then, wow, no one can change your mind. If
Right.
that's what she really believes and thinks, nothing you, your vet that she's going to call at 2:00, there's nothing, let me tell you that vet could be on your side and say 100% whatever. She's still going to find something wrong.
oh yeah, of course.
She's still going to come at you because and I'm not saying it to be rude or direct to her specifically, but people like that, that's just what they do and how they are. Nothing is going to satisfy them. Nothing is going to be good enough what you say or do. For God's sakes, you could probably clean that house and take a picture and post it on every app that you have, and they would still find something to complain about.
They would say that's not your house.
That's not your house. Exactly. You rented it. Or
That's
something.
not your house. She's at a family member's house. It's already been said.
No, Bullet, you went to a stranger's house and took a picture or something.
Yeah,
you know,
I
one of them
totally did.
things. Who
I broke in
knows?
somebody's house and took a
Right.
selfie in it.
So that's all this was mainly for. Is I guess I was sick of, and then I seen when one of your mods said block her, you were like, no, not yet. Right there. That's
Yeah, I know,
engaging
I
with
do
her.
that.
That's, you want to keep it going. You want to keep the drama going. You want to keep it going. Who cares what she says and thinks anymore?
Yeah, I wanted to ask her what her end goal, like what did she want out of all of this? And it turned into her just running her mouth, and then I get carried away. 9 times out of 10, my mods will just block them, and then won't even ask. I'm like, damn it.
Right. Right.
And that's okay. Like, I understand. You know what I mean? And I respect that from my mods because it saves a lot of headache.
Right. I'm not even paying attention to these comments. I'm probably getting cursed out up here.
I don't think so. I haven't been paying too much attention, but
Yeah, I don't care if I am. I just, like I said, I wanted to say that because it just seems so much, so much easier and peaceful. Cause I'm just that type of person. I don't care if it's family. If you're going to disrupt my peace and you're going to bring me nothing but headache and drama, I don't want you around me.
right?
I don't want people. Life is too short, yo. It just really is. And to do all this unnecessary drama with people that are irrelevant. Do you even know her off the app? Have you been to her house? Do you talk to her?
That's
Do you
the
have
thing.
coffee with her?
That's the thing. I've never really
Who
been
is she
friends
to
with
you?
her. She's nobody. I've never. I even told
Exactly.
her. I even said that. I was like, I don't even know you. Like, I don't even fuck with you like that. Like, I know we had a few conversations off the app, but literally, I don't know you. Like, I'm not friends with you like I'm friends with some people on here. I never hung out with you.
Right.
I never did any of
Exactly,
that.
Laura.
Like, it's so weird to me.
Right.
At
So
least,
don't be weird. But listen, so don't be weird back.
right?
Just ignore her. That's the other thing I'm glad we brought that up. I hear a lot of people and it fries my gears, yo. It just makes me so mad I cringe. Oh, I wouldn't have done it if they wouldn't have already done it. It was already put up. So, okay, but that don't make it right. Two
that's
wrongs
just
don't
like-
make it right.
No, this is what they're saying. Well, she started it.
Okay, but don't
You know what
finish
I mean?
it. No,
you know
I
who
get
says
it.
that?
I do.
You know who says that? Kids
Who?
that throw temper tantrums.
Yes,
She
exactly.
started it.
Exactly.
And
But that's my point is that, like, for example, I was in a live a couple weeks ago. Don't remember whose it was. I knew some of the names, but we're going to leave them out. But I heard someone say, I wouldn't have posted that about that kid or something if they wouldn't have already done it. If they already did it, what makes it wrong is because you're saying they were wrong for doing it to begin with. So why would you do it just because they did it?
yeah.
Now you're wrong. Now you look stupid and
Yep.
being bashed and talked about. all over the internet. Two wrongs don't make a right. And I'm so sick of hearing that from people's mouths. I wouldn't have done it if they wouldn't have. It doesn't make it right.
No, it
Wrong
doesn't.
is wrong and right is right.
Absolutely. Like the other day when certain situations were brought up, like I even stood up and said, look, even though people are dragging me or don't like me, wrong is wrong and right is right. Look, this person
Exactly.
wasn't in this chat. I know because I was there. Like this
Yep.
person isn't this kind of person. I don't like them as far as I can throw them, but I'm going to tell you right now, they're not that person that you're making them out to be. Like, I don't care if I
Exactly.
like you or not. If you're my best friend or you're my worst enemy, at the end of the day, I'm not going to allow somebody to be treated worse than what they deserve to be. And I wish people would
Exactly.
be the same way. You know what I mean? But they don't.
Exactly. If I'm mad and cursing you out because you just did something wrong and foul, but then I turn around and I do it, not only does that make me a hypocrite, but now I'm looking as you know what is you.
Right?
And I'm just as wrong.
Right?
Wrong is wrong and right is right.
Right.
And that's that. And
It is.
morals, you have to have, but see, here's the thing, Bull, a lot of people don't get it, is you have to have morals. And that's what people lack nowadays, especially this new generation. They lack the
Absolutely.
morals because wrong is wrong and right is right. And if someone's wrong, I don't care if you're my own mother. I'm going to tell you you're wrong because I love you and I want you to know you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these people sit here, oh, that's my friend. But my friend just went in, all right, we're on TikTok. Let me think of how to say this.
No, Grow can't have a box.
My friend did something, we'll say my friend did something really disgusting to somebody. Okay.
Right.
And I found out about it and I didn't say nothing to my friend. That's wrong.
Yeah.
I should be able to tell you that you did wrong and we still be okay and be okay. But if I sit back and I don't say nothing to my friend after I know the disgusting thing that they might have done, I'm just as wrong and guilty and I should get whatever they get.
Right. No, I absolutely understand that. There are times where I have been kind of that way where I've allowed people to say certain things and not said anything. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I say it on live or directly. I'm going to message them privately and say something like, look, maybe like we should have done something differently or things should have been said differently. But like a lot of people don't see that, you know what I mean? Because if it's already, if they're already like I'm not going to stick my hand into a fucking swarm of pissed off bees. I'm going to like wait till it calms down and then I'm going to figure it out. But
I'm
like,
going to protect myself.
Right. But at the same time, sometimes you do need to stand up and say something.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I am that type of person that, and I don't expect, I'll say that too. Nobody on this app knows me. So when I'm talking to you, you don't know me from Adam. All I can do is tell you and you voice, you know, you come to your own conclusion. But I am the type of person that I don't care if you're my best friend. And I just done this. I lost a 26. How old's her daughter? 20. Mine's 28. 28-year-old friendship because of principle and morals that she did something wrong to me and I couldn't stand for that. And I told her about it. We didn't get very far. So to not fight with her because it wasn't worth fighting, I expressed how I felt. She didn't agree. We agreed to go our separate ways because the friendship just wasn't working anymore. She wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I
that's
was
how it
able
should be.
to. Exactly. We're not
Shouldn't have-
talking bad about each other. We have each other blocked. That it was serious enough for that, but we're not bashing each other. We're not talking bad about each other. As a matter of fact,
agree.
you know, I still talk to her grandbabies, you know, because I've known them. But that's
Right.
the thing. You should be able to tell people things. You should be able to disagree. You should be able to and friends shouldn't do it on the app anyways. I don't think friends should bring that stuff to the app. Inbox, for God's sakes, if it's your best friend, pick up the phone and call her. You have her number.
Right? You know, like that reminds me, like 20-year friendships and people that you consider very, not just friends, family, discussing your personal information to people on the internet that they don't even know. That's what I really don't like. You know what I mean? Because
Yes,
that's not friends.
exactly.
Because if you've had their back and trusted them for so long, that's not right. That's one of the worst things that you can do is share somebody that barely even knows you a personal information to attack you. I wonder where that came
Yes,
from.
I would never. I couldn't. Not with anybody on this app would I be giving them. No. And to be honest, I don't care probably if we were, okay, I'll use you because we're on here. I don't care if you and I started talking like this and doing snaps or whatever. If I don't get to see you in person and get to know you and hang out with you, I don't consider you my friend.
Right.
I consider you an associate. Once I get to know you and we hang out, then I look at, okay, we're becoming friends. But that still doesn't mean that I'm going to open up my whole life to you and let you know what I mean? There's just certain things you keep to yourself.